Thank you, Mr. President. Buenas tardes a todos, and good evening, everyone. Are you ready for it? You know what that means? It means that we're competing for audience share tonight with Taylor Swift, and we're especially appreciative that all of you chose to join us at our meeting tonight. Tonight we get to acknowledge National Teacher Day and National Teacher Appreciation Week. Nothing can come close to the inspirational presence of a teacher and a student's journey, and all of our staff play an important role in shaping a bright destiny for our students. Provided for members at the DS tonight are some tokens of appreciation that are being shared with our staff. As you know, recognition activities started last week with the Westside Impact Teacher of the Year celebration that Mr. Nielsen referenced. All of our honorees were present at the ceremony held at Grand Canyon University, and I'm pleased to say that they're present tonight. I hope all to be recognized by the board as a whole. They'll also be recognized by the Littleton Education Foundation with a special dinner to be held in their honor later this month. I'd like to thank all of our families for their ongoing support. 6 days of school closures because we did not have enough staff to assure the health and safety of our students was a lot. These past couple weeks have been challenging times for all members of our district community, and I believe our community is deserving of appreciation as well. As teachers advocated for our political leaders to adequately fund our schools and respect the needs of our students, it put great strain on our families. Efforts are being made daily to keep our stakeholders updated. Efforts were being made daily to keep our stakeholders updated, and we used many different forms of media, including recorded messages, emails, social media, and updates to our websites to keep our community informed. I'd like to also thank Southwest Food Service Excellence for offering meals to students so they could continue having nutritious meals, and to Child Help for offering extended child care services. Later in the meeting, we'll be working with the board on options to meet the legal requirements of instructional and contract time for the remainder of the year. But I want to thank our teacher leaders, especially, for their continued open communication throughout the walkout. The decisions to stay out or to come back to school were made deliberately and democratically each day. Each day we worked for ways to get our teachers back to work to open school. The teachers' advocacy is still not finished. They have committed to working hard through next fall to support districts' voter questions being discussed tonight, as well as other initiatives to help shore up sustainable funding resources for Arizona's public schools. As you know, the state general fund budget was signed last Thursday by the governor. The budget begins restoration of some educational funds that have been lost over the last 10 or 11 years. And while the governor acknowledged that 10% increase for all teachers may not be possible this year, based on the distribution method and through the formula, it will be possible in the Littleton School District. Because the majority of our faculty are still so young, the board will have the authority to approve at least 10% increases to returning teachers, as well as a significant increase in classroom site fund salary dollars. Our preliminary calculations lead us to believe we can also offer some significant increases for our other support functions. We'd like to have a couple weeks to work with our employee groups before bringing back a recommendation to the governing board. So with the board's consent, we may schedule a special meeting in a couple weeks for the board to consider those ideas so that people haven't left for summer break. Otherwise, we'll have to do it at the June meeting. District additional assistance or other capital needs funds also made it into next year's budget, and a new fee for vehicle registrations and a property tax reform component help offset some of the funds needed to balance the budget. These are a good start, but it will be hard to do more without new revenue, and these funds won't replace the support from our voters for safe buses, great facilities, technology integrated in learning, and updated instructional materials. I want to shift gears now to another Westside Impact activity, the annual Math Challenge. Last week, students from several West Valley school districts participated in 2 rounds of competition consisting of math problems hosted by 3 different districts, including one right here in this room. We're excited to share that the Quinton Sharks placed 3rd overall in their challenge. Congratulations to them. Special thanks goes to Ms. Musil and her team for hosting the event here, doing a fantastic job on a very short walkout Plan B notice. Estrella Vista STEM Mesa team competed against 27 other middle schools from around the state. Their on-site challenge team medaled bronze in 3rd place. The 3D phone accessory challenge team earned a silver medal in 2nd place. We appreciate all the teachers who support the STEM and Mesa program. Thank you. There's still a little time left to admire the over 850 pieces of student art Mr. Nielsen referred to. There's 2-dimensional multimedia, 3-dimensional sculptures on display at the Avondale Civic Center Library until tomorrow. You might still be able to get over there tonight as part of the 12th Annual District Art Show. Our art reception last week was amazing as students rushed in with their families to see who won Best of School, Best of Grade, and Purchase Awards from the governing board. I'd like to thank all the art teachers again, and Mr. Nielsen again for his heartfelt message to the community representing the board. We're excited that tomorrow night is the district's annual Performing Arts concert. Don't miss this incredible performance. It's always outstanding from our most talented musicians and singers. So we hope to see you all at the Fine Arts Academy starting at 6 o'clock tomorrow. 8th grade promotion ceremonies are around the corner. This is a milestone for our students towards their future careers, and we look forward to seeing proud parents at all of our schools. There is a question on the calendar if the board would want to move those promotion ceremonies. We'll find out in the agenda later tonight if that gets moved or not. And if we change promotion dates, because actually we're going to need to add at least one day to the school calendar. So I don't have the answer to that just yet. Softball and baseball players are getting back into the swing of things this week. Athletes are finishing up the last games of the regular season, getting ready for playoffs. Finally, I'd like to express our appreciation to Franklin Galdames for his donation of audio headphones to Country Place Leadership Academy, and to Dennis Greenwood for his donation of staff recognition, American Heart Association for their check donation that financed transportation for field trips. And Mr. President, that's all I have this